Dang, Terrence, it was just one lap dance from Beyonce over 20 years ago. Is it living rent free in his head? I mean, it lives rent free in my head. So Terrence Howard did an interview and he said that he had the chance to date Beyonce once and he decided to date someone else in the group. He said the girl with the blue eyes. I'm assuming that's Farrah from Destiny's Child. And he said that when Beyonce did the lap dance at the Awards, allegedly, that she was showing him what he was missing. And you know, that would be a classic Beyonce movie.
Girl, every time Terrence Howard opens his mouth, you just know something wild is about to come out. But this might be the craziest one yet. He's out here claiming he and Beyonce had a secret affair, like, what? At this point, Terrence has allegedly been in every situation imaginable, from rumors about Diddy to stories involving Oprah. It just keeps getting wilder. And now, he's doubling down with a whole new story, saying he and Beyonce got involved, and Jay-Z nearly ended his career because of it. Yeah, you might want to sit down for this one, because this story is on another level.
Ladies, y'all remember back in the 90s, Terrence was everybody's heartthrob. Terrence, see, y'all young ones don't remember this, and Terrence is fine now, but back then, Terrence was boy, okay? Terrence Howard had that quiet, mysterious, bedroom eyes energy. And Terrence, y'all remember he had that shaky voice. You know, it was like light and deep at the same time. When he come out, he go, okay, man, okay, man. I love the way he said man. And then I could see this. I could absolutely see this because as women, we always want to show the guy what he's missing. Even if you are Beyonce.
If there's one thing about Beyonce, it's this. We know almost nothing about her dating life. Outside of Jay-Z, it's been locked down, private, and completely off limits for years. But when it comes to Jay, that's a different story. He's built a reputation for being extremely protective, some would even say jealous, about Beyonce. And that's what makes this next part so interesting, because despite all that, there have been multiple reports of him stepping out on the relationship. Now here's where it gets even more intriguing. There have been long-standing claims that Jay-Z didn't like Beyonce working too closely with other men in the industry. Some insiders even say he once forbade her from collaborating with male artists, which might explain why you rarely see her doing performances or major projects alongside male entertainers. So for the most part, Beyonce stayed in that lane, private, controlled, and very selective. Except for one moment. Back in 2005, during Destiny's Child's iconic performance of Cater to You, things took an unexpected turn. Michelle brought out Magic Johnson. Kelly chose Nelly. And Beyonce? Out of everyone she could have picked, she chose Terrence Howard. Yeah, that Terrence Howard. And looking back now, knowing everything that's being said, that moment hits very differently.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for these fine men. Sit down, baby. Let's sing, ladies. Ooh, boy, I've been waiting. Got my body shaking. You're so deep, baby, please. Do you like it like this? Or do you like it like this?
And while the girls delivered an incredible performance, let's be real, it was Beyonce who stole the entire moment. Girl, she was living on that stage. Every move, every look, she went all out. It wasn't just a performance, it was a statement. Meanwhile, Terrence? He looked like he was about to pass out. The way he was clutching his shirt, trying to hold it together, you didn't even need commentary. One look at his face told you everything. Beyonce had him shook. From his seat, that performance was a full-blown experience. And fans loved every second of it, but at the same time, people couldn't help but ask, why Terrence Howard? Out of everyone she could have chosen, why him? Was she trying to send a message? Or was this Beyonce just letting loose because Jay-Z wasn't in the building? Now here's where things get even messier. Because according to Terrence Howard, that night wasn't random at all. He claims Beyoncé had a reason, a whole agenda behind it. Back in the early 2000s, Terrence was at the top of his game. With hits like Hustle and Flow and Crash, he was everywhere. That's when he finally got the chance to properly meet Destiny's Child. And according to him, something clicked. Terrence says Beyoncé seemed to warm up to him quickly, more than expected. He felt like she was giving him clear signs that she was interested. But here's the twist. While Beyoncé may have been expecting something to develop, Terrence claims he didn't feel the same way. Instead, he turned his attention elsewhere and went on to date Farrah Franklin. Yeah, if his version is true, that changes the whole story behind that performance.
I had a chance to date Beyonce, early on, and we had a conversation, and I ended up talking to the other girl inside of, Destiny, the girl with the blue eyes. And I remember Beyonce looking over at me, and I think that's why she picked me to do that dance when she did the kind of striptease dance that we did at the BETs or whatever, to show me what I had lost.
Terrence even went on to say that Beyoncé might have felt a little shaded after he turned her down, and if he ever had doubts about that BET performance confirmed everything. According to him, Beyoncé didn't pick him randomly. She chose Terrence on purpose to show him exactly what he missed out on. And the fact that Jay-Z just happened to be out of the building that night, that only gave her the freedom to go all the way in. But what neither of them expected was for that moment to go completely viral. Everybody was talking about it. So even though Jay wasn't there in person, it didn't take long for him to see what went down, and girl, he was not happy. And to understand just how mad Jay-Z can get, you have to go back for a second. Remember when Baby Boy dropped and people started noticing the chemistry between Beyoncé and Sean Paul? Rumors started flying, and allegedly, Jay didn't like that at all. There were even claims that he made it difficult for them to perform together, and Sean Paul himself hinted that things behind the scenes weren't exactly smooth. Some insiders even said the tension started during the music video, after Sean Paul made a comment that Jay-Z took as disrespect. So now imagine that same energy, but multiplied. Because when Beyoncé's performance with Terrence hit the internet, Jay reportedly saw it as straight-up disrespect. The chemistry, the intensity, the way people were reacting to them, it didn't sit right with him. But here's the twist. Beyoncé wasn't exactly calm about the situation either. According to Terrence, she couldn't understand why Jay was so upset over a performance, especially when he had his own history of stepping out on the relationship. To her, it felt hypocritical. And that's when things allegedly took a turn. There were blind items circulating at the time claiming that after that performance, Beyoncé and Terrence actually got closer. At first, it was supposedly out of frustration, maybe even to give Jay something real to be mad about. But then, feelings got involved. And if those rumors are true, their connection didn't just stay a one-time thing, it lasted for a while, until Jay-Z eventually found out. Now, back then, a lot of people brushed those rumors off. Nobody really took them seriously. But years later, Terrence is coming back and doubling down, saying Beyoncé really did have feelings for him. And while Beyoncé and Jay-Z eventually worked things out, fixed their relationship, and went on to build their empire, Terrence claims it wasn't so easy for him. He expected Jay to be upset, that much made sense. What he didn't expect was how far things would go. Terrence alleges that Jay-Z started moving behind the scenes, taking shots at him, spreading rumors, and even using his industry connections to make things harder for him professionally. According to him, he was painted as difficult to work with and opportunities started drying up. Now, whether all of that is true or not, people still look back at that BET performance and say the same thing. The chemistry was undeniable. Some even believe that moment hinted at deeper issues between Beyoncé and Jay-Z at the time. But what do you think? Was that performance just entertainment, or was there something real going on behind the scenes?